Welcome to Your Business, Your Life with Matt DiFrancesco, your personal financial technician. Whether you've had years of success in your business or are just starting out, High Lift Financial can help you create a vision for your business, life, and family, and align these for generational wealth. So as they say, what happens in your life affects your business. And now, on to the show. Well, hello and welcome to Your Business, Your Life with me, Matt DiFrancesco. Today, I want to talk a little bit about financial vehicles, which is something I don't touch on much, but I think they're very important to be able to help to build value in your shop. And so I think, one of the first areas, and I think probably the biggest area that shop owners need to look at is things like employee retention. We know there's a tech shortage that's out there. And if you've got good employees, it's really important to be able to make sure that they stay. And a lot of times you can utilize different financial vehicles to do that. Now, I remember being at one of the conferences and Mike Anderson was giving a talk and he actually was asking around the room what shop owners pay their B and C level techs. The answers were varying anywhere between, $12 an hour, $14 an hour, $15 an hour. And he said, okay. And he showed an ad for a burger place. And he said, this burger place was showing hiring starting at $14 an hour, 401k, health benefits, vision plans, tuition reimbursement, all of these type of things. And he made the comment, he said, this is what you're competing against. And you think about it, I mean, when you're looking at even just a tech coming right out of school, it's no longer just like, pulling bumpers and bending frames. It's become a very highly technical job. And so we need to start compensating employees for the level of expertise that they have. So I think, that's really kind of the first place is evaluate where you're actually paying your employees. Because again, you get a decent tech, even at a C level, he's probably going to be looking at how he can progress. And if it's not in your company, he's going to go to another shop. So that's really, I think, the first areas. But looking at different type of benefits programs, healthcare is always one. And I know that's a challenge because, the cost of healthcare are going up and especially even group plans. But there's a lot of ways. One thing I do with a lot of my clients is, and this is more in our local area, is I have access to a firm who does group benefits, and they gave me access to their software that I can sit down with the shop owner and show them, here are the plans that are available for you. And we can kind of cost compare and see what's going to be able to involve. I don't do healthcare insurance, but I can then get them to somebody who can get that type of plan that they need. So I think that's the first area. The second, and I see a lot of deficiencies in this, which really kind of surprises me. And I think a lot of it is because a lot of shop owners haven't been given very good advice, is in retirement plans. A lot of shops I see either don't have a retirement plan for their employees or they do something like a simple IRA. And a lot of times the reason they do that is because they have an advisor who's just wants to, I'm just looking to get assets and it's inexpensive to run a simple, but there's a lot of negative things to that. First off, you can't defer as much money into a simple IRA as you can into a 401k, especially for a shop owner. I mean, you can defer up to $15,000 a year into a simple IRA, where in a 401k, you can put in anywhere from $22,000 to $30,000, depending on your age. And that's just on the 401k end. A lot of times also you can build in what's called a profit sharing plan, which then allows you to actually put more money in. And a lot of ways that I structure these is by utilizing different formulas that on the profit sharing plan, the employees get a portion, but we can maximize what the owner can put into the plan. So it's a way to help to defer taxes and also to help you and your employees to build retirement savings. I think the other thing, especially, and one thing that every shop owner needs to do is to identify who are the key employees, who are the people that are really vital to the business, and start looking at how can we create stay bonuses that give them a bonus, but will give them also something to lose if they would leave. A lot of times these can be structured in the ways of what they call non-qualified deferred compensation, where they're given money, but it's put into a plan that they can't access until either retirement. We've done stay bonus plans where shops that are giving bonuses put the bonuses into a plan, but there's a vesting schedule that's on it. Typically, we'll do like 5-year rolling plans so that every 5 years money is getting vested. But if they leave, they're going to lose some of that money. That's a really great vehicle. As a matter of fact, it was just talking to a shop owner who has a son who works remotely, who has really developed a great model in figuring out how to maximize profitability on total losses. So this is some vital information. This guy's key. He doesn't want to have ownership in the business. So what we're actually in the process of doing is putting some type of stay bonus where he gets cash bonus, but he also will get an additional bonus that will be on a 5-year vesting schedule. The owner's really excited about this because he can give additional monies to this employee, which happens to be his son. Okay. But knows that we can lock him in because if he does leave, he's going to leave a lot of money that's on the table. But there's a lot of different ways to structure these. Sometimes equity, if you're looking at eventually maybe doing a transition plan and you're looking at key employees, maybe you want to say, maybe there's a way we can start bonusing phantom stock that actually gives them skin in the game. If a shop does have enough profitability, enough good cash flow, and again, we have to do a financial analysis to really see if this is going to work. But what's called an ESOP or an employee stock option purchase program are great vehicles to help give the employees a stake in the game. And it also gives liquidity to the owner. I won't get into a lot of details about that. That might be a whole nother episode. Okay. And actually bring in an ESOP expert to talk about this. But anyway, these are some financial vehicles that I think all shop owners should look at. The other area is just on a personal level. And I've talked about this many, many times because I think it's something of big value. This idea of business continuity plans. And with business continuity, that's basically there are plans that are in place that will ensure that if something happens to you as the owner, that the shop can continue and also that your family would be taken care of. And so there's different instructions that are involved in that. And again, business continuity is another topic, but I want to talk about some of the financial vehicles. Do we have life insurance that is company owned that'll help in case of the owner's demise, that they can get money in either to hire somebody to take over his job or to compensate a spouse so that the key employees can take full ownership of the business if the spouse does not want to have that. I think looking at buy-sell agreements and are they properly funded? I see a lot of times where a shop, oh, we got a buy-sell agreement and it's a term life insurance policy and never done a valuation on the business. And so it's not even adequate that's out there. There's a lot of better ways to structure these. There's also ways to utilize life insurance as far as almost like the family bank, where the company can overfund typical types of either whole life or certain types of cash value life insurance, and then actually be able to access the cash value and borrow against the death benefit in a tax-free way for funding if they need it for capital improvements, new equipment, those type of things. These are things more to have personal conversations about because there's a lot of factors like your current cash flow, what you want to accomplish down the road, what is your transition plan look like, those type of things. What is that personal vision for yourself and your business look like? So there's a lot of different vehicles. This is very much just a 50,000-foot view just to give you some ideas of some things to look at. If you are interested in learning more about these, and again, every shop's going to be a little different depending on what your vision is, what plans you already have in place, what type of employees do you have, and also what your business value and free cash flow looks like. But if you are interested in learning more about this, go to my website, highliftfinancial.com, and click Let's Chat up at the top. Then you can get right on my calendar. I give everybody 20 to 30 minutes of my time to just kind of see where you stand and if we may be able to help you. And even if we can't, and the one thing I promise is I'll always get you pointed in the right direction. But I really feel that we have enough resources and knowledge and experts in the different areas that we work in to be able to give you the advice and the answers and the guidance that you need. So anyway, feel free to go to our website and just click on Let's Chat. More than happy to talk with you. Thank you for listening to Your Business, Your Life with me, Matt DiFrancesco. If you've not subscribed to the podcast, please click the subscribe button below. That way, when a new episode comes out, it'll download right to your device. If you're watching on YouTube, click like on this. And if on any platform. If you like what you're hearing, please give us a 5-star review. That way we move up the charts, we can get to more people and hopefully give them access to some of the content that we're producing here. So anyway, with that, again, I want to thank you for listening to Your Business, Your Life. Take care and God bless, and let's make it a great day. Hey, I really want to thank you for listening to the Your Business, Your Life podcast. If you want to be notified when new episodes become available, click the subscribe button below.
The information covered and posted represents the views and opinions of the guest and does not necessarily represent the views or opinions of High Lift Financial. The content has been made available for informational and educational purposes only. The content is not intended to be a substitute for professional investment, legal, or tax advice. Always seek the advice of your financial advisor or other qualified professional with any questions you may have regarding your business or personal planning. DiFrancesco Financial Concierge, LLC, DBA High Lift Financial, is a registered investment advisor. Registration with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission or any state security authority does not imply a certain level of skill or training.